Hey guys, so I'm just gonna do a chatty get ready with me video today while I review these two products. The first is the Essence lip color in the number 09 Wear Berries, and the second is CoverGirl's The Super Sizer by Lash Blast Mascara. I had actually tested these products, both of them, yesterday, but ran into a snafu with my filming. And so I don't have all of the footage that I wanted for that, so I'm just going to redo my makeup with those products today and insert what clips I can from yesterday's video. I just like to start off with eye primer. This is the NYX HD eye primer. I really like it. It has a decent formula. If I'm not careful with it, I feel like sometimes it can kind of make my eye makeup patchy if I don't kind of blend it out. But other than that, it really does help my eye makeup stay on. You know, keeps it, the way I apply it is kind of how it stays. So it's really nice for that and for just, you know, making sure your eye makeup stays in place. And then for my eyebrows, I go in with a product that's a little bit different. It is the Color Tattoo by Maybelline. It's in the color Tough as Taupe. I like using this. It's very similar to like the brow pomades that are out there, and it does last all day for me. It just keeps my brows in place. It kind of acts like a wax and a filler in the same, and I have pretty dark brows, so it just helps kind of fill in all of the sparse areas and kind of shape it where I need. I do still sometimes like to set my brows with some sort of like colored brow gel or a clear gel, just to help keep them in place throughout the day. But yeah, it just fills in them really simple, really quick. It just helps me do that. Then I have the waterproof eyeliner from Sephora. I'll just go in on my waterline before I do my eye makeup. That way, you know, I'm not like pulling on all of the powder that I just put on. Then I will go in with my Tartelette palette. It's all of the matte colors and shades, and just kind of build it from there, whatever I'm feeling. So I'm starting with this color right here, and that was Caregiver. And then I just have another tapered kind of blending brush, again by Eco Tools. I just bought a set that had a bunch of eyeshadow brushes in them just to kind of get started and whatnot. But then I think I'll just work my way over to the next one. This one's Natural Beauty. And I'll just use that in my crease right here. I'm then gonna go in with this darkest shade here. It is called Multitasker, and I'm just going to put that in and blend it into the corners just with the same brush. Just start in the corner. I'm just going to keep it there and just kind of blend it over. So now the eyes are done. I don't go crazy. Sometimes I'll go back in and throw a little bit of that first color, Caregiver, just on the brow bone, just with my finger. But other than that, that's what I do for a shadow pretty much every day. So now I'm just gonna go in again with the Sephora liner and just put a little bit of liner on my top lid and then just smudge it out. And to smudge it out, I'm just gonna use, again, another one of the Eco Tools. It's just a small little brush that I like to use to blend out. Now that my eyes are done, they're lined, I've done all my shadow, I just go in with my concealer after. That way if there's any fallout, it didn't fall onto my concealer, I don't have to redo it again. This is just the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair. I like this for my under eyes. It's just brightening, it's a nice light color. And then I will go in with a damp beauty blender. This one is a little dirty, ignore that, but then I will just go in and blend that out. Then I will go in with the Master Concealer for the spots that I have. It is in the color light, so it's a little bit darker, so it's not gonna pull light to the areas that I'm trying to conceal. And I'll just put that. You do not need a lot of this. A tiny goes a long way. Like, that's all that I have is that tiny dot, and it will cover everything that I need. And next I'm going to go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and this is in Fair Light Neutral. And I just got the kabuki brush that's suggested to go with it. It has really dense bristles, so it holds on to a lot of the pigment and distributes it really evenly. It's really good for blending it out. If you have like the, what is it? If you have the Real Techniques face perfecting brush, it's like the orange one, it's kind of a small head. That one's also really good. I find that you don't necessarily need this brush, but I do really like it. So I'll just like go in with this, just go crazy. Just kind of set everything in place. It doesn't move the makeup that I just put on. It doesn't really move it around too much, which is nice. And it doesn't feel like there's a lot of powder on my skin. I don't feel like I get really cakey or anything. It just sets in nicely. So I'm more patting under my eyes, that way I'm not dragging the concealer through. Yeah. There we go. Next I will do my blush. This is the Model Co blush, and this is in Peach Bellini. If you can see, I smashed this. Actually, it came smashed. I got this in one of my subscription boxes, and it did not make it through the mail. So I just tried the trick where you smash it all up and put rubbing alcohol in and put it back together, and it kind of worked, but I really like it. It's nice and peachy. It has a nice little gold shimmer to it as well. And it is super pigmented, like one swipe and that's what you get. Like a ton of color payoff, and that might be because it's smashed as well. But yeah, even just once on the back there, and it is super pigmented. So I will just dust it on and then do it on the back of my hand and then just barely go through with it. And then I'll just go in with a little bit of bronzer just to kind of warm up my face. This is the Bare Minerals, one of their bronzers, and this is in the color Warmth. And this is also with the Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. I really like this just to really sweep some color on. Not so much contouring, but just to add some warmth to the face. Probably why it's called Warmth. So I'll just take a little bit in the lid, just get it all over the brush, and then just work it right under the blush that I just did, and then kind of up where the sun would hit on my forehead. Now is time. My final steps are mascara and lip color. So this is the CoverGirl Super Sizer. It just came out. I was just walking around Ulta and I saw it and picked it up, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I really want to try it. I like the plastic applicators. I really like the definition it gives to my lashes. This is just the Tarte eyelash curler. I like the grips on it. It's kind of contoured for your hand. It's just easier to hold on to. And sometimes I will go in with a hair dryer and warm up the curler first. It's almost like using a hot tool in your hair. It just helps hold the curl. Same with this. You just warm it up for a couple of seconds, make sure it's okay to touch, and then curl your lashes with it. It just helps hold the curl all day. So on the packaging of this, it said 400% more corner to corner or edge to edge volume. And it also said to twist the wand while you're applying it. And I'm assuming it means twist out so that it would lift, not twist in, but it's not specific. So you can see the applicator here. It's really small, bristles down at the bottom, and then it kind of tapers out as it goes towards the top. They get a little bit longer. And the brush itself is very, very flexible. When you go in, it says to curl and twirl as you are applying. So this is one coat just on this eye, and I haven't done anything to this eye yet. I love the way it kind of opens it up and fills it in. While I do my other eye, I'm going to insert a clip from halfway through yesterday after I just got caught in a little sprinkle rainstorm, and I'm going to talk about my mascara and my lip color and how they were holding up. So it has started raining, and despite the rain, my mascara still seems to have stayed on. My lashes are still curled, which is great. It wasn't raining hard when I was outside, it just started misting. But my lip color, it has faded a bit, but the color is still kind of stained on my lips. I am going to reapply. I love the way that it felt. I love that it's not drying or anything like that. It barely even feels like you're wearing anything. But I am going to put on another layer. There we go. Just to freshen it up, and then I will check back in with you guys in a little while. So I was really impressed with the mascara. I was rained on a little bit. It was like just barely starting to sprinkle, and it hadn't smudged or anything, and this isn't the waterproof formula. They do have a waterproof one, but I didn't end up picking that one up. But it was about almost 4 o'clock. It was like 3:40 in the afternoon, and my mascara still had a lot of lift to it. My lip color had a slight stain to it. It was just really nice. So this is the Essence Wear Berries. I do really love the formula. It is super weightless. It didn't bleed on my lips or anything like that. The color stayed in place, and it does have a long-lasting formula, but not so much of like what would you expect from a stain or something like that. It does not last through meals. You'd have to reapply, or if you're drinking a lot of water or something like that, you might want to do a touch-up after that. But if you are just wearing it throughout the day and you're not doing a whole lot, it will last a couple of hours before you'll need to touch it up. And I just like that it's more of a pink berry than a plum or purple berry. It's just a really nice pink color. I really like the mascara and its staying power. I love the weightless feel on my lips. I mentioned that in that last clip that it felt like nothing. Even now, it doesn't feel like a heavy formula, and it doesn't really dry out my lips. I don't feel like I need to put a chapstick or a gloss over this. It's really comfortable to wear. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Let me know what your everyday routine is like. I would love to hear about it. This is pretty much what I wear every day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.